Hello, everyone. We'd like to share with you a tough U.S. citizenship interview based on a real experience from an applicant who just finished their interview. The officer asked a variety of questions, including small talk, personal questions, yes or no questions, and some vocabulary definitions. Some of the questions may be new or difficult if you haven't prepared for them. This is a great learning opportunity, so be sure to watch until the end. Practice each section carefully and repeatedly until you feel fully ready and confident.
Mr. Javier Belmonte.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
Are you the person named Javier Belmonte?
Yes, that's me.
Could you please spell your first name for me?
Sure. It's Javier.
Why are you here today?
I'm here for my U.S. citizenship interview.
Great. My name is Officer Mary, and I'll be the one conducting your interview today. Do you have your ID and your appointment letter with you?
Yes, I have them. Here they are.
Thank you. Please follow me.
Okay.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Did you drive here today?
Yes, I drove here today.
How was the traffic on your way here?
The traffic was a bit busy at certain points, but overall, it flowed pretty well. I didn't have any major delays.
That's good to hear. Did you come here with anyone, or were you by yourself?
No, I came alone.
Do you wish to live in the United States or any other foreign countries if you become a U.S. citizen?
I wish to live in the United States. I love this country. It feels like home to me, and I'm excited about the possibility of becoming a U.S. citizen.
What do you like about the United States?
I like the freedom and democracy in the United States, which allows individuals to express their beliefs and pursue their goals.
Great. What is your country of birth?
My country of birth is Costa Rica.
Are you applying for naturalization through the general process?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Now I'll need to take your fingerprints. Can you place your left index finger on the scanner in front of you?
Sure, no problem.
Now, please switch to your right index finger. Your fingerprints were captured successfully. In addition to your fingerprints, I also need to take your photo. This photo will be included in your citizenship certificate. So, please look directly at the camera in front of you. Perfect. Your photo looks great. Before we move forward with the next part of the interview, I need to place you under oath, as is standard procedure. Please stand up for a moment and raise your right hand. Do you swear that the information you provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You may sit down now, and we'll proceed with the interview.
Thank you.
Now, please hand me your passport and green card. Are there any changes to your personal information that need to be updated today?
No, I don't have any changes at this time. Everything remains the same as what I've provided in my application. However, I realize there's a mistake on the form after I submitted my application. Could you correct it for me?
All right. Let me know when I review your form. I'd also like to remind you that everything you say here today should be truthful. If you provide false information, it could result in the denial of your application. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Great. Let's start with the Civics test. What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
What are two cabinet-level positions?
Secretary of Labor. Secretary of State.
What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because of high taxes.
What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Fought for women's rights.
You got all the answers correct. Congratulations!
Thank you.
What is your date of birth?
My date of birth is January 8th, 1980.
Have you ever used any different names?
No, I've never used any different names.
On your N400 form, you indicated that you chose not to change your name at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Can you provide your Social Security number?
My Social Security number is 792-65-2873.
How long have you been a permanent resident?
I have been a permanent resident for 8 years. I noticed an error regarding the date when I became a permanent resident. Could you make a correction to the form for me?
Okay, when did you become a permanent resident?
I became a permanent resident on March 11th, 2017.
What is your phone number?
609-341-0297.
Are you currently a Costa Rican citizen?
Yes.
Are you a citizen or national of more than one country?
No. I hold citizenship solely with Costa Rica.
Do either of your parents hold U.S. citizenship?
No. Both of my parents are citizens of Costa Rica.
All right. What is your home address?
222 West Magnolia Avenue, Wildwood, New Jersey, 08260.
Do you receive mail at the same address?
Yes.
You've lived at this address since April 13th, 2023?
Yes, that's correct. I moved in on that date.
Where was your previous address?
My previous address was 12 Dover Drive, Lindenwold, New Jersey, 08021.
You've resided at this address since the time you first arrived in the United States. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
In the past 5 years, have you lived at any other addresses?
No, I have only lived at the 2 addresses in the United States that we just discussed.
All right. Where are you currently employed?
I'm currently employed at Wakefern Food Corporation.
What work do you do?
I work as a food service clerk.
Have you ever worked at United Premium Foods Company?
Yes, I worked at United Premium Foods Company before I moved to Wakefern Food Corporation.
When did you leave United Premium Foods Company?
I left that company on April 2nd, 2023.
What other jobs have you had in the past 5 years?
I worked part-time for just a month at CEC Entertainment in 2022.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
What is the date of your marriage?
I got married on June 10th, 2008.
Is your spouse's legal name Felicia Guardia?
Yes, her legal name is Felicia Guardia.
What is your spouse's date of birth?
Her date of birth is May 24th, 1983.
Does your spouse live with you now?
Yes, she currently lives with me.
How many times has your spouse been married?
She has been married once.
How about you? How many times have you been married?
I have been married once as well.
What is your current spouse's immigration status?
She is a U.S. citizen.
When did your spouse become a U.S. citizen?
She became a U.S. citizen last year, but I'm sorry, I'm not sure of the exact date.
It's okay. Our record indicates that she took the oath of citizenship on February 17th, 2024.
Thank you.
All right. How many children do you have?
I have one child.
Is your child from your current marriage?
Yes.
What is your child's name?
My child's name is Luis Gardia Belmonte.
Was your child born in the United States?
No, my child was born in Costa Rica.
Do you have any children that are not from your current marriage?
No, I only have one child from my current marriage.
All right. You made 2 trips outside the United States in the past 5 years. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Have you been outside the U.S. for over 6 months during both trips?
No, I've only been outside the U.S. for a few weeks on each of those trips.
Where did you travel to during the last trip?
I went to Costa Rica on my last trip.
You visited Mexico during the other trip, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Next, I'll move on to the reading and writing portion, which evaluates your reading and writing skills in English. Please read the sentences out loud from the tablet.
How many states does the United States have?
Good. I'm going to read a sentence now. Listen carefully and write down what you hear on the tablet. Please take the stylus pen. The United States has 50 states. Let me see what you've written. Awesome! Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
Do you understand the question I was asking?
Yes, I understand. You were asking if I've ever said that I'm a U.S. citizen.
Good. Do you currently have any outstanding overdue taxes in the United States, whether federal, state, or local?
No.
Have you ever advocated, supported, and promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following? The unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or of any other organized government because of their official character. The unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property, or sabotage.
No.
What does sabotage mean?
To destroy something.
Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services, or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in killing or trying to kill any person?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Can you explain what national origin is?
Where a person is from.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained? For example, a prison, jail, prison camp, detention facility, or labor camp? Or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
What does cited mean?
Given a ticket by police.
Great. Have you ever had to appear in court for a traffic violation or any criminal offense?
No, never.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States, or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Do you know what public benefit is?
Yes, I do. It is welfare, like food stamps.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Do you understand what work of national importance is?
Tasks that are important to a nation.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Now, I'd like you to carefully review the updated form on the tablet, paying close attention to all the information provided. Please make sure that everything is accurate, and if you find that everything is correct, go ahead and sign on the last page. The following page contains the full Oath of Allegiance to the United States. The oath is a crucial part of the naturalization process, and it must be taken during the ceremony in order to officially become a U.S. citizen. Please carefully read through the full text of the oath and make sure you understand and agree with all of its statements. Once you've reviewed it and are satisfied, please sign at the bottom of the page. Great job! You've worked hard and truly deserve to be a U.S. citizen. Congratulations on your approval. I've approved your application. Once the date for the oath ceremony is set, we will send you a notice in the mail. It won't take too long, but for now, you expect to receive the notice within about 3 weeks. Is there anything you're unclear about?
I'm good now. Thank you so much.
All right. If that's the case, I'll take you to the hall and you'll be all set.
Thank you very much.